Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with the Arduino. Today we're doing a special collaboration, and this is the first part in a multi-part series about this curtain automation closer. So here are some of the components needed. I'll list them on screen. These can all be found with the Arduino Uno kit, and first what we're going to do for this video is go over the mechanism and essentially how the curtain closer works. By automatically opening and closing these shades, it discourages users from having to open lamps and other lights at home. ShadeSync is equipped with the Arduino Uno connected to the stepper motor, which reels in the curtain, as well as an LCD explaining the opening and closing times, as well as an IR sensor and photoresistor. These components are all super important as it keeps in mind the user experience. It makes sure that there's light outside and that the curtain is open and closed at a reasonable time. But the two main pieces of information that the Arduino uses to gauge how this servo motor starts rotating is the sunlight and the time. So if there is adequate sunlight, the photoresistor value is over 150. You can see that on the side of the screen over here. And if it's past a reasonable time, like 7 a.m., then we want to make sure that the servo motor starts spinning. Stepper motor will stop if around 8 minutes are reached. And the main thing with this 3D printed part, it has the right ratio for the nozzle that it's connected to, and it has a real type of build so that the string can easily wrap around. This is that with the IR remote, you can change the time it opens and closes. So right now, if I do 8, I'm pressing number 8, it changes to opening at 8. A really big problem that I ran into during this process was especially using the string and the mechanics to close the curtain. So what would happen is when I used the regular nozzle, it would spin around, and this all of a sudden would wrap around so much that it kind of knotted at the top, forming this, and when more string tried to wrap around, it would just fall off. So this was just no good. So instead what I did was use 3D printing. As you can see, I kind of have a hobby with it, especially making this dragon. But back to the matter is I've had a lot of, prototypes, so I wanted to do something like this, where I could attach it and then it would wrap around. Obviously, seeing this is too chunky, moving on to something like this, like a reel, and printing multiple, making sure that the size adjustment was correct. As you can see, this is a little bit too small, so a lot of the string did not wrap around properly. And then here is the final prototype. So it has a bigger groove, and then I also opted for a thread, which is actually more accessible. Everything worked properly. So now that we have the basic gist out of the way, I'm just going to go through some of the actual mechanics. So what we have here is our clothespin, as well as our thread. And the idea behind this is that the Arduino pulls the string or the thread through this hole, and what it does is it wraps around the curtain. So once it keeps spinning, it'll take hold of this, pull it through, and then the curtain will be closed up. And likewise, if it's releasing the clothespin, it will feed the string back through this hole so that it loosens its grip on the curtain. So I'm gonna show a contraption that we're gonna make in the next video, but this is essentially how the whole Arduino project works. So you have a clothespin and a thread, and we're going to wrap this around the curtain so that the thread and the clothespin meet in the middle. And when you do so, you feed the string or the thread through the clothespin so that when you pull on the thread, it closes the curtain, or it bunches it up, as you can see that I'm doing in this clip. So that's essentially what the stepper motor does. It's going to keep pulling on the thread so that it bunches up the curtain and eventually closes it. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Today we were more looking at an introductory stance of the automatic curtain closer, seeing how it works and potentially if you want to build it for yourself. In the next video, we're going to show you actually how to make certain components of this project. So with that, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.